Hello and welcome to the start of another new trip, and this is the first of 6 parks that I'm going to be visiting in the Devon and Cornwall area. So I have been to Cornwall before a very long time ago, so I've kind of been through Devon but not actually visited, and it was so long ago that I can't remember it. So this is my first time I'm actually going to get to experience this part of the country. So this is the first of the 6 parks. 4 of them are in Devon, 2 of them are in Cornwall. And this is Watermouth Castle, which is a very unique type of place. So this is kind of like, this castle is full of weird and wonderful kind of exhibitions and walkthrough attractions, with different animatronics and different scenes. And then there is like a very unique type of theme park. It's I think the most similar thing is Blackgang Chine, like in terms of places I've been to, but it's still different enough. Like there's more. I mean, I think I'd say there's probably more of like a custom layout ride. There is one of my favourite ride systems here, the WGH boat ride. I love those tub rides, and this one's got some interesting history because it was formerly located at one of the infamous Mr. Blobby theme parks, although it ended up having its Mr. Blobby scene rethemed. It was a dark ride originally. It had its Mr. Blobby scene rethemed into Noddy, and then eventually it was removed, and then the ride system was moved here and it became outdoors, and they've put like these giant bugs around it now, and some possibly controversial African masks. I don't we'll have to wait and see for that one, but yeah, it's kind of explicit. Yeah, we'll see. But I am just looking forward to seeing how unique this place is compared to other parks, because it's not like, it is a theme park kind. It's one of those places that it's a theme park because it's definitely not an amusement park, but at the same time it's not split into themed areas in the traditional sense. But I would call somewhere like this, or Forbidden Corner, which I haven't been to yet, which is in Yorkshire, that's also a theme park because it's not split into themed areas, but it's certainly not an amusement park. I think if it hasn't got rides, if it's full of walkthroughs, I mean, this place has got rides, but it is mostly made up of walkthroughs and animatronic scenes and these exhibitions you can go in, and interactive parts. There's loads of little trails you can go on. So it is a theme park. It's just not the traditional sense, but an amusement park I feel like has to be mostly ride based. So it's one of the few places I classify kind of differently to normal, but I feel like I'm just going to explore. There's a lot of other stuff from that Mr. Blobby park as well. Like there's a Magic Roundabout animatronics, there's Bill and Ben animatronics, and also one of the most iconic features of here is the fountain show, which, I mean, there's not many of them left in the UK. Alton Towers used to have one a long time ago, in the now empty, well, it's not actually empty, it's just full of dumped storage. It's just a storage space that dump old props from things that are no longer at the park. But once upon a time, before it was a 4D cinema, before it was a a theatre with a stage, there was a fountain show in there, and that's basically what this has got. It's got the flag wavers, and it's got like an organ and a fountain show. You really don't see that very often. They have also got some animatronic birds in the sort of courtyard of the castle as well, which are quite iconic. So yeah, I think they've actually, it's here where they've got the former Thorpe Park animatronic show as well, from a long time ago. There's loads of theme park history here as well. You've got to come and see it. So I'm looking forward to our first visit. Definitely an interesting way to start this trip. And then of course I'm visiting, like, for the first time, these parks, probably more well-known parks like Milky Way, Big Sheep, Creeley, Camel Creek, Diggerland, and the one that no one has heard of, Springfield Pony Club, which has a coaster with some very interesting history and the best dark ride, without a doubt. There's only 2 dark rides in this area of the country, and that's 100% the best one. Well, there's 3. If you include it's the best one that's not an indoor coaster anyway. But of the 2 like traditional dark rides, it's certainly the best. And I haven't even ridden it yet. So I am looking forward to covering that, because it's not somewhere that gets covered other than like locals. So it's nice to be able to go to a place that's not a local and actually support it and show that it is a place that people who come to this area of the country, this isn't one of the first places you think of, but a lot of people have visited here. That is a very, very lesser known place that's very unique. So it's going to be interesting to cover it. But I'm going to start off at Watermouth Castle, and you go through those doors and then straight into the walkthrough area.
I think I wear about like 20.
Oh, if you I think you got further on, because it was shiny stuff, you know what, shiny stuff without shiny stuff.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's a business circle.
Yeah. What's this little podcast about you? It's not really long for probably the barber shots. Is it nothing?
Black and white. I mean, it's probably shocking back then, but for us, yeah, we can finish out on one. But how should we put that sense of, in black and white.
Something's got that, no. So why don't you talk about and the why I want people to be having a picture. You might have been hobby on us this time.
What is it?
Well, you can't even see that.
I like that person down there going.
You want me to go back for me to go on the ground?
It's a big carry on, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, that's going to be that big. It's going to be doing anyway. I don't have to drop too much.
When you're trying to sleep.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah. Oh no! Oh God! Oh, they have got to be real, haven't they?
Yeah, that look real.
Oh. In itself, that bit that's just kind of.
Oh yeah, well, but then I thought if a line took along, but
Yeah. It's just. It's fascinating. It's so bad. There's been like black mold down there and everything and that.
He's an angel.
Butterfly.
Me and Ange were on about not so much this kind of thing, but crystals and stuff. But yeah, we were talking about crystals and how actually it's like a whole but I did say the crap. And she went, oh yeah, I understand that, you know. She said, well, you know, thinking that you're going to put the rose quartz up your foot, you know, to sort out your arthritis is like, oh, yeah.
Look down.
Ooh.
What's new?
Now we've got to know what passport.
Oh no.
You stand there too
You weren't expecting that. Thank you.
Silence.
No, you didn't.
Oh. It's a scare maze with no actors. It is literally a scare maze, but it's I think.
Come on, drink. What shall we do?
Oh yeah.
What shall we do?
Nope.
That's creepy.
Yeah, okay.
Ooh.
Okay, more air cannons.
That's just normal people.
Yeah.
Dad.
So,
Oh, it's one of these.
okay, that's. You can't. Oh, I think that's a dead end.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's back to feel off the hook.
There we go.
Shut that door. Not the bloke with his favourite feet. Bloody problem.
should we try the maze?
Yeah.
Well, we got to do the maze, haven't we? Dad, we need you, Sebastian. My dad put one of them on his bike for me.
Is it padded like that?
No. But it had no splinters, so that was nice. Oh, there's no footrests for a kid. Although it's more of a storm one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I had footrests.
Oh, there we go. There we go. And this is very forbidden corner for gardens around here.
Leave my button alone!
Oh, yep. Hey, summer canophobia, our version of Bert the Bunyip in the UK. I don't think they've got a name, so I don't know. But the crocodile, so.
So is the troll. Like a
Oh. What's in this one?
Oh yeah.
What even is that? Is that a...
This way to know.
Melted into our brains all day, will it? So.
Oh. Oh. Oh, that's vibrating. Oh, yep, that one's... yeah.
The means of that, it's brilliant. Oh. But maybe, oh yeah. But maybe there was like a magazine called something only. And that's where they've got. Yeah.
And that's what he's left.
This is relaxing, isn't it? I don't want to go on again to really like take it all.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know, it's weird, isn't it?
You've already done it.
Well,
Oh.
that bear's definitely it goes. Yeah, I think. Oh.
That's quite nice, actually. Oh dear. Are we going to have to bump into those people in front to move them on?
And then someone have to bump into us.
We're going to be all British about it. Sorry, sorry, sorry. That's not okay. Yes.
Oh.
Oh, yay.
Oh.
That's lovely. Don't mind that.
Back.
Beautiful, actually. That one.
Of course, I'd add that bit for me. Try clam. Oh no, that's something different.
Correct.
I tried the dogs again. No.
Yeah, first this one is the holiday.
Yes, he did get me.
There we go.
You know, if you look at that,
You've got to look at the sides. Yeah, I've got the animatronics showing there, but it's not on at the moment. It's on every half an hour, so people are just having picnics in there. There we go. Only the second one of these I've done, because I don't really go to like the alpine locations where these are normally, so there's not many in parks, especially now Oakwood's gone.
Hello there. Right, just keep that brake towards you. You're going to come to the top by the red cone. And here, you give it a brake. Trust me.
Right.
Okay, so super easy. Forwards is go, backwards is slow. We recommend you go a little bit slower around the corners, and then walking speed through the blue curtain, okay? Do you have any questions?
No.
And you are good to go.
Here we go. That was great.
Time for teddy bears, the little teddy bears are having a lovely time today. Watch them, catch them, all the ways, and see them picnic on their holiday. See them giddy gas about, they love to play and shout, they never have any cares. At 6 o'clock, they're
Help! Follow me!
It makes me feel sick.
Yeah. Whoa. Well, that's perfect to end this vlog from Watermouth Castle. This is the Goosey Gander show, which is very similar to the animatronic birds, which were formerly in the Gulliver's Matlock Bath hotel restaurant, which were relocated to the theatre in the Wild West area, and then one or two of them have been relocated to the Hard Luck Bear show. I imagine they're going to get the whole show restored eventually, but here at Watermouth Castle you have got them here, and they seem to be in pretty good working order as well. There's a lot of movement going on. There's also the night show up there as well. I did enjoy the dog show, which was formerly at Thorpe Park. I do think it needs some TLC though. I think I might have seen something about Zan wanting to do some work on it, because it's not. Yeah, I feel like they probably used to move a lot more than they do, and like especially like the hippo, the like head attachment's looking a bit worn out. The sound system's what really needs it, because it's just not loud enough. The audio quality is just not that great, so you can't really hear what's going on. And then like I feel like it's got speakers all around the room, and they should be lined up with where the characters are, but like you'll be looking at a character in front of you, and the audio will be coming from behind, and it's quite clear, and then like there's audio that you just can't hear for the characters at the front. So it just needs a new sound system. You can tell the speakers are quite old, but that's what I think it mainly needs. But I do think the characters probably need a bit of work as well. It is interesting how you can see the mechanism underneath. They've just got that room with a window in it, so you can look at the computer system. But yeah, it's definitely a unique park. I love how it's a bit of a... it seems like a common theme. There's a lot of things from other places here. You know, you've got bits from the old Mr. Blobby Park, which had the TV family favourites dart ride. There's loads of theming from that around. There's the bit of the snails, which they kept as a walkthrough. The snails is now in a park near Oxford, which I've got to go to at some point. It's a farm park, and they've sort of turned it into a full-on dart ride. And again, the smaller parks, a very overlooked new dark ride. No one's really heard about it, but it's better themed than most of the rubbish that the big companies have been putting out recently. So yeah, it's not lazy. That's my very aggressive take on, you know, the way that technology is being used in the wrong way, I think, in dark rides to create like a more immersive experience. Because even if physical theming looks like an animatronic rather than a person, I'm still more immersed because it's physical theming, and that's taken more effort to craft and to maintain, you know. I think they'll go for, obviously you've still got to make the animations for screens, and that does take a lot of work, but I feel like, you know, you can have a best of both worlds. Screens shouldn't be in the foreground, but obviously this place isn't short of animatronics. It's one of the few places in the UK, especially theme parks, that isn't short of animatronics, and that's really positive. It's finally seen the submechanophobia icon. That was great. And of course Longneck, the UK's version of the famous character from Efteling in the Netherlands, which of course I've never been to. I always just say I've never been to any parks in Europe because I haven't really had a proper experience at a European park in mainland Europe. So that, yeah. But it's good to see the UK version, and I don't know when this was built. I assume it came after because of how iconic the one in Efteling is. But yeah, of course there's like the animatronic show was from Thorpe Park, there's loads of little references, there's loads of actual artifacts from the parks, and then of course the walkthrough at the beginning, the fountain show, just extremely unique things that you just don't see. I mean, the castle is very, very specific. There's nothing else like that really. Those sorts of collections of artifacts put together into one place is really unique. And then the fountain show, which there's just not many of in the UK. There's a couple of theme parks that have venues that formerly had one, but there's not really many that are still a purpose-built theatre, or just a theatre that has a fountain show that's still used as a theatre with a fountain show. So yeah, I just like that you've got to come to these small. I feel like this is one of the lesser known parks in this area of the country, and it's not very ride based. It's not your traditional ride based theme park. There's only really a couple of rides that I've done. I mean, I've only really done 2, 3 if you count the slide, and the toboggan is a £2 upcharge, but yeah, I'd say it's worth doing at least once. It's quite short though, but the toboggan runs are always worth doing at least once, I think. The marble run's a great feature as well, because you've got these little interactive things, and you can buy a marble for about £3, and then you know, you can pre-order one, and then you can just go around the park and do all these different marble runs. I was a little bit concerned about that one with the milk barrel, where I thought I'm going to lose the marble on this one, but no, it just comes out the bottom. There's a little gap where you can get it at the bottom, but yeah, I mean, if they had one where you'd lose the marble, it's kind of pointless. So you get to keep that as a souvenir, and if you come back to the park, you get to use it again. So yeah, it has been an enjoyable day. Yeah, I think because the only downside, and it's not the park's fault, is that this is the first day I'm away and I'm basically on no sleep at all, because I got up really late yesterday, so I didn't really get any sleep last night. So it kind of hit me while I was in the museum bit, and then it's like, yeah, I would have enjoyed today if it wasn't for that, but I know that I probably should get up earlier the previous day next time I go away, and I probably won't have this problem. But yeah, so that's the only downside. Obviously I won't have that for the rest of the week. I just kind of wish I hadn't got a park planned today. I wish today was one of the days I wasn't really doing anything, and then I'd be all fresh for the parks tomorrow. But I've had to go through this first park, and I haven't quite enjoyed it to my full potential because I've just felt a bit weak. So yeah, but I can't really, well, I can't really do anything about yesterday, so I can change that next time I go away. But yeah, so but I can't really fault the park. Like I said, there's a couple of bits that could do with some TLC, but I think everything's supposed to, although the timings on the animatronics show are a bit weird, because it says it's once an hour. The wording, I think, means that it's once an hour every half an hour, on the half an hour, but then it seems to be every half an hour on the 1/4 and the 1/4. I don't know why they haven't updated that sign, but yeah, that's an odd one. But yeah, I wouldn't really say there's any major faults with this park. I mean, there's never really is if you don't go to the big parks run by big companies. Oh, Marble's got stuck there. If you can reach that one. But yeah, there's not really many times I can fault smaller parks, because they are the best parks in the UK. And if you're not going to a theme park to have fun, and you're purely just critically analysing the budget that they have, and you know, how sort of state of the art the technology is, then you're not really going to enjoy a theme park, and that's what they're supposed to be here for. So I'm still supporting the smaller parks, and I do fear about Universal. I feel like it's gonna do damage to the smaller parks because of the way that the smaller parks are going to get a bad rep. I don't really care about Alton Towers getting a bad rep, because I feel like it has been, I mean, it feels better this year from what I've heard, but they have made a lot of mistakes, and I like those to be pointed out, although I don't think people are necessarily pointing out the right mistakes, but they need to have to do something to improve them. Whereas somewhere like this, you should be going somewhere and appreciating it for what it is, and this is doing a much better job at what it is than what you'd expect from one of the bigger parks. And I know that Universal is going to be what people expect it to be. It's going to be high budget and reliable, but the big companies don't care about you as an audience member, and I feel like that's more important. And if you're having fun at a theme park, it's a good theme park. You should just judge it off that. Whereas if you're going around critically analysing the small parks because of tiny little nitpicks, then you're not going to enjoy them as much, of course, because you're going to have less little nitpicks with the big parks. It's just an unfair comparison. So yeah, and that's this whole trip. It's full of just supporting smaller independent parks. So I'm looking forward to covering more of them.